You can be on any time now, Bill.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Postcards from Lowell on W-O-M-Y.
Doing good.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my radio. It's
behind
running across the nation, around the planet too, because it's on AM and FM. 19.99 on each of those dials. 19.99.
Keeps you
Just
busy.
about what we pay for all the furniture in this room. 19.99. Anyway, welcome to Postcards from Lowell. This is your my weekly kiss up to Lowell, Massachusetts, where I was born, where I love, and we feature some postcards from Lowell. As we always say, this was the first one, courtesy of Chris Soucy and Megan Jones, and we also got some nice Lowell ones sent to us by Deborah.
And our old pal Conrad.
And we thank them for that.
Yeah.
And one from Vermont, from Deborah and Conrad, that they sent us. These are our pals. Poor Conrad, he died about a month ago, and we miss him and love him. And Deborah, you know, we're always thinking of you. We'll be in touch. And hopefully we can see you this year when we drift up north.
We're going to try.
This is one of our pals. Adam Messer puts this on Postcards from Lowell. He puts it on postcardsfromlowell.com on YouTube, so you can watch these productions. And he's also the owner of this company, Valhalla Books. Has some extremely interesting things. This one here, The Devil's Due. There's several short stories about making a deal with the devil, and you think you got the best of him. Well, that doesn't always turn out that way. Anyway, it's a terrific book. All I'm saying is,
and some of them are just little surprise endings, even though you know you're doomed.
Yeah.
The ending and the way it turns out is a surprise. It's a good
everything's
book.
going fine until the incident.
Until the incident.
That's it. Now, anyway, I usually tell a Lowell story about my childhood in Lowell. You know, when I wasn't a small child and did some things in Lowell. And this story won't die. A couple of weeks ago, I told a story. You know, basically, it was for Chad's benefit. Now, Chad has other things to do, so he's not here again. But anyway, I told him a story how when I was 16, I went and bought my first illegal beer. And it was at a black person's house in Lowell. And him and his family were there and their friends and that. And we just heard about it. So we went down there on a Friday night and went in and bought our 50-cent beer. And we just felt like big deals. Here we are doing something strictly illegal. And Omar, the guy that lived there, he was doing something strictly illegal too. And possibly more than what selling beer to us, because it seemed like people would come in and whisper to him and he'd send them into another room or something, and that was it. So there was a few things going on there. Again, if my parents knew about it, oh man, I'd have been grounded still. I probably would have got off being grounded last week. That's the way it was. Anyhow, it was fun. So I told him, the girl in there, the black girl, and she was an old lady. I think she was middle 20s, because I was 16. So I think she was in the middle 20s. So Chad, my buddy Chad, says, can you draw a picture of her? I said, Chad, that was 1960, 59 or 60. I said, yeah, that's a long time
ago. But you got
ago.
a memory like an elephant. So
anyway, I did a composite.
And what was the name of her dance?
The Hammer. So she got nicknamed the Hammer Girl. That's all I'm saying. I am not describing that dance. I am not describing that girl. She did have a slinky dress on. And again, I'm 16, and there's a girl, 26, who was like mountains older than me. You know, we didn't even know anyone except our teachers and parents that were older than us. I mean, that was it. And our friends' parents. And those were the only old people we knew.
Yeah.
So she was, as I say, about 25, 26. She was old, and she was doing this dance, and we were just impressed. Anyway, here's my impromptu picture from my memory of her. Is that showing?
It's showing. Yeah, let me put it a little closer.
Yeah. I kind of sketched that out. And then, by coincidence, I remembered this picture. When we were up in Lowell last year, we went into a gallery, and I bought this picture from a Lowell artist. And I think whoever this is related to Hammer
Let me
Girl.
see it. It's really shiny. Okay. It's just a composite. I don't know if you can see it with the light shining on it. It's really quite talented. She was quite talented. Let me turn it down this way a little bit. I hope you can get a good look at it because it's really amazing what she's done with this photo.
And I really love that picture. That's why I bought it. But I am saying that and this coincidence. I just don't know. So anyway, that's my postcard from Lowell. Nothing big today. Nothing.
I thought you were going to do something about little buddy with the little animals in the farm.
Well, that was if the kids called. But
Oh yeah, we had a little. We were expecting a call from some of our great grandchildren. I think their
Kyra
ages.
and Blake.
Yeah, what are they like? Maybe 5 and 6 or something like that.
Oh, he's older than that.
He's older than that. 7 or 8.
10-ish.
No, no kidding. Is he really?
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness, how'd he get there?
So they're visiting their grandmother, my daughter, in Alabama, and they were gonna call in and entertain us and tell us about life on the farm up there. But little Kyra, she had a mishap, and they had hurt her hand, and they had to bring her to the hospital, of course, and make sure she's okay. So that won't be happening. So I was gonna tell a story.
So now Bill has to entertain you all.
Well, I was going to tell a story roughly about, about farm life. And come on over here, Mac. You don't have to sit there. Everything's fine.
Well, yeah.
What?
Do you want to show
Yeah, well,
them?
no, leave it there. If someone calls, you can go over here and plug this in. I didn't plug this in today.
Okay.
But,
Hi, everybody.
we don't have anyone scheduled to call that we know of.
Just you and I, kiddo.
Just you and I. This is it.
This is it.
This is the way it is. I mean, we live here. All our
Every
kids
day.
have long grown and
24 hours a day.
long grown. And this is basically what we do. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm fine. But what time is it? Oh, only 5 minutes since we started this, huh? Oh.
How time flies when you're having fun.
There are people that know us say, "Oh, you two get along so well."
Yeah.
And I say, "Who?" And maybe it says him.
You usually say,
We make it work.
who are you?
Yeah, and who would you be?
And who would you
And
be?
who would you be? And I'll get a few thank yous, okay? My Justin mug, my daughter Carol gave me that, love it. This was just one of Justin's favorite glasses, and I put my, whatever I'm drinking in it on the day of the show in it. My sister Joni gave us the Lowell sign that's probably visible there, and she gave us this Lowell phone. I think she stole it from a hotel room 40 years ago.
Good, yeah.
Probably cut the cord and took it with her. Anyway,
Do you want to show the numbers?
go ahead. You can show them. Maybe they'll get it when you show
This has nothing to do with my doing because they would never look like this. There's some kind of order to them. This is not it. So this is the big guessing game. So guess to your heart's content and some combination works.
All the numbers in this phone are on this.
Yes.
There were a couple missing, and you can barely see them, but I put them on there. And if you need the help with the written word, there it is. Numbers. So, have fun. Give us a call.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, let me plug the phone
Plug it in,
in.
hon.
Let me
Plug it
plug
in.
the phone in.
Thanks.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
right.
yep.
Oh, right. Oh, I can't believe it. Hello? Postcards from Lowell.
Hi.
Hello?
Ain't this the Publishers Clearinghouse number?
Yes. And who's calling, please?
This is Lady Davis.
Lady Davis?
Mavis Davis.
Mavis Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mavis. How you been?
V-I-S.
Yeah. So what you up to?
Well, I'm calling about the check I won
Which
We
one?
owe you a check?
from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
hey,
in the mail.
Wait a minute. They cleared out your house?
Well, no, but I bought 47 magazines.
All right.
Oh, they love you guys, yeah.
I'm supposed to win.
Ed McMahon will be over shortly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
Well, I forgot about that part. But he was from Lowell. Well, he grew up in Lowell. He was born in Detroit, but he grew up in Lowell. He's a big Lowellian.
Llewellyn? That sounds alien.
It's pretty close.
Well, that's good because I'm an alien too.
We all are. Everyone's an alien.
So where's my check?
Yeah, okay. I'll have our treasurer take care of it. That's Mary Ann. She's the treasurer.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble if I'm taking care of your check, Jeannie.
Maybe.
Mavis.
Oh, Mavis!
Yeah.
Mavis Davis.
No, genealogy.
Mavis
We were
Davis.
saying genealogy. I wonder who this is. We'll look up our genealogy.
That's why I'm not in front of the camera, Mavis.
That'll work.
So listen, did you win the big prize, Mavis?
Well, that's what I'm told after I bought 47 magazines.
Well,
They still make magazines.
Well,
They still make magazines? Really?
I know they make them for guns.
Because you ever see anyone reading them? I mean, even in the doctor's office now, and I guess it's because of COVID. There's no more magazines there. But nobody was looking at them. They were all, thumb dancing with their little device. They weren't going through magazines. I mean, I'm just wondering how magazines are even staying in business.
Bill would bring in his motorcycle magazines. So I know when he's been to a doctor's office because they're the only place that he brings his motorcycle magazines. Nobody else wants to read them. So
Well, I can't blame them for that.
you're right. So Mavis, when did you enter the contest?
An hour ago.
About an hour ago.
Yeah. Oh, I think about 20 minutes to let you know. Be near your door. You see a van.
About the time that man called me about winning.
I think you be near the door and you'll see a van with a bunch of balloons and people coming up, big smiles and a huge check. And they'll be asking you where my house is.
Well, where is your house?
Well, you got to tell. Mavis, call your friend Jeannie. She'll tell you.
Who's Jeannie?
Oh, you'll know. Everyone in Savannah knows her. She knows everyone in Savannah.
Well, she must be a wonderful person.
Well, we're trying to put together a biography to see if that's true.
She is wonderful.
We think she's wonderful,
Yeah.
but
Well, if you're putting together a biography on a live person, don't you got to wait till the end?
No, I guess. You can have a biography on someone that's alive. They don't have to die.
Well, the only thing I know about magazines is that Murdoch guy had a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah, that kind of magazine, you're right. Ooh. Yeah, that's a different deal. We don't get into those Fruit Loops. Ooh.
So Mavis, what are you going to do with the money when you win?
I'll go out to eat.
That's about all you can do today with it, ain't it?
It doesn't go as far as it used to.
Marianne was at a store yesterday, and she said she saw like dozens of young people there stocking shelves and working and everything. And I said, yeah, they had to hire them all to keep raising the prices on the products.
I know. Ain't it awful to have that dollar store now, $1.25 store?
I know. Well, yeah. I don't know how they lasted that long as a buck either. I mean, it was, and some of the stuff in there was starting to look like it wasn't worth a buck.
From China.
Well, look at how far your money will go. What is it, $1 million that you win with Publishing House?
No, $5,000 a week for life.
$5,000 a week. So
that's not enough.
it may not be.
Depends on your dreams.
It may not be.
That's not enough for me because I got a habit to support.
And what's that?
Extra light beer.
Oh yeah, it's right. That's correct.
But I also think that you should be generous and give some to your friends.
I don't have any friends.
Well,
You know that they're overrated.
Yeah, they're overrated.
Friends and family are overrated. That's, I mean, there's nothing like them, and they're overrated.
Well, I'm 89 years old and I'm running out of friends.
Well, you can't outlive them. That ain't nice.
Well, I could stand one more friend.
Yeah, we'll be your friend, especially if you win.
Well, then you got to give me your address.
We will.
Well, look,
Hold on. Here it is.
I'll text it to you.
No, there's the street number's right there, and the zip code.
What city?
What city?
Yeah.
Twitty City,
Twitty City.
Tennessee.
Conway, Twitty City?
Twitty City, Tennessee. Yep.
Well,
You had to ask.
I was born near there.
I have a feeling you. Yes, I know you were. Yeah. He was quite a guy.
They paved the city and made a parking lot for Dollywood.
Well, that's another place, but I mean, Conway Twitty was quite a guy. He was amazing. In fact, I'll give you a quick postcard from Lowell. When I was 14, 15, every Friday night we went to the big dance at Holy Trinity in Lowell. Holy Trinity had a rec hall, and that was the place to go for 50 cents. You get in there, and you had your 10-cent Coke and your 10-cent bag of chips, and that's all you needed. And they played all the latest records of the time, Elvis Presley and that. One time, little old me, somehow misbehaved and was not allowed to go. My sister, Sandra, the only time she ever went was that night I didn't go. She went with a friend. And then when she comes back, and there I am in a world of depression because I didn't go out to that dance on that Friday night with my friends. And she said, "Oh, guess who was there?" I said, "What do you mean, who was there?" She said, "They had a singing star." I said, they play records. They don't. She said, "They did this time. They had Conway Twitty." I said, "You're kidding me." And she saw Conway Twitty, and it was
At
his
the
first,
local high school
at the
dance.
local high school dance, Catholic school dance,
school,
actually.
yeah.
And it was, people see us everywhere. They think you really care, but myself, I can't deceive. I know it's only make believe was out, and he was just making tours around, and he happened to go. They happened to see he was in the area, and he went there. And all my life, whenever I saw her, because we didn't live near each other, so whenever I saw her, I was saying, "Hey, remember the time I saw Conway Twitty? Hey, remember the time I saw Conway Twitty, buddy, and you didn't?" So there's my Conway Twitty story from Twitty Town.
Isn't he the one that invented that, Twitter?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you have two Twitter accounts, you have a Twitty.
I don't know nothing about no Twitter, but I just heard he was the inventor of it. And then also I read in a trustworthy magazine, which I purchased, that he was the first man in the United States to have a permanent.
Have a what?
A permanent, permanent wave.
Oh, yeah, he probably was.
He probably was.
He probably was. And he had that high, what do they call, buffoon? What do they call it? There was a
Bouffant.
Bouffant. He had that high bouffant here. And I know his real name. His real name wasn't Conway Twitty. He took that from two towns in Texas, Conway, Texas, and Twitty, Texas. And his real name was Harold Jenkins.
Well, I'll check my name too. That's boring.
Well, he never would have been anywhere as Harold Jenkins. But anyway, that's the story I had. I came that close to seeing Conway Twitty. I saw Johnny Cash twice, but that close to seeing Conway.
Well, back to my first question.
Okay.
Oh,
Where's my check?
We were trying to divert the conversation.
Is it in the mail, hon?
It's in the mail.
It's in the
It's
mail.
in the mail, Mavis.
What, at your house?
No, it's going to your house.
Well, I'm currently between houses.
Yeah, well, that's where the check is.
Between the houses.
It's between the houses, under the clothesline.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go out there and look. Mind?
Hey, Mavis, listen, I'm just curious. In case you do hit that big bucks, the $5,000 a week for life, I don't know. Are you with anyone? Do you have a special person in your life?
Got my dog.
All right, so that answers a lot of questions. Because we know a lonesome polecat that we could fix you up with.
I'm 89.
That's
Yeah.
okay. He won't care.
He can't come. It doesn't matter.
What's it look like?
What's he look like?
Oh, he's got long brown hair.
Close your eyes
nice slim figure.
and picture somebody in this era with a bouffant.
Does cook?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he cook. He's a
yeah.
cooker. He's a real cook. Yeah, he can cook.
Can he drive?
Like he can drive like AJ Foyt,
What kind of car you got?
a Bentley.
Bentley.
Yeah. He's loaded. He doesn't need your money. That's all I'm saying. But I think in your misery that you could make him miserable too.
I'm not miserable. I just don't want anybody that's got a Bentley. I want a straightly.
Oh, a straight
A Bentley of Jeep.
89 and a half, I'm thinking, right? Closer to 90.
Well, I kind of lied on my birth certificate.
Well, listen, Mavis, this was so sweet of you to call.
Yeah, we'll check the mail. We'll make sure. If we need to hold it from here, we'll get in touch with you.
I'm running down to the post office. I had to go the other day because they didn't bring any mail on Monday, and I said, what's the deal with that?
All right, well, I got an electric wheelchair, so you just tell me where it comes.
Okay.
You bet. You bet.
We will. Grease it up because it's a pretty much of a long ride. Thank you, Mavis.
I need somebody to charge it for me.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll have
I'll be right down.
Take care.
Hey, Mavis, thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well. You're friends.
Well.
You're friends.
Kelly Jones says hello.
Kelly, when you going to appear here?
Yeah.
You said you're going to appear here when you come back. Send us a message. A PM.
And that's it. The list is shot today.
Well, I didn't post it first that I was going to do it.
Oh.
In fact, I didn't even know if I was going to do it. But anyway, all the best.
Chad's busy. He'll be back. That's all I have to say about that. And Lewis is
He's busy.
Oh, he's working.
Yeah.
He's working busy.
So you have to settle for us.
Yeah. And I don't have any LOWell stories.
No. Well, you did. You went last year and you liked it.
I remember though. Do you remember though that when I first was introduced to your house, was it around Christmas time? There was a little Christmas gathering or something.
That was in Beverly.
That was in Beverly.
Yeah,
But there was. I remember going to your house for some reason though,
Yeah.
and a few of the people were there, and of course I was the new girl in town, and everybody wanted to peek through the windows and see what I looked like. And your father opened the door and then shut it.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh my God, I got the Cooper welcome."
That was the way they did it.
Yeah.
That was it. You know.
Oh, hi.
He was like, did you make any ice cream? Oh yeah. Did you bring it? No. Then just shut the door. Put the shade down and put the light on, and that was it. Good night. Goodbye. Or he would take it and then he would shut the door.
Yeah.
Put the shade down. Put the light off, and that was it. Loved my homemade ice cream. Can't wait to make some more. I'll be making some more this fall sometime. And bringing the ingredients back from up LOWell way. Bringing the ingredients you need to make homemade ice cream. And I got to get a new ice cream maker too.
Yeah.
Got to remember that.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Anything else you'd like to add? Thanks for your help today. It's always good. You're there. You just notice things. You go around and this and that, and blah, 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 and you get it ready. And
I have a little update in the weather, not the LOWell, Massachusetts weather, but I just happened to be online when it said LOWell, Vermont, 82 degrees. LOWell, West Virginia, 86 degrees. 82 degrees in LOWell, Vermont seems like a pretty high temperature.
that is.
Yeah.
It's
West
the
Virginia,
hottest time of the
86,
year. 86 is high too.
Lowell Point in Arkansas.
No, that's Alaska. AK is Alaska.
Oh, Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh, 53 degrees. No wonder it's, I thought it was Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
53 degrees. So
53
if you want to
degrees.
get cooled off, go to Alaska.
That's a heat wave there.
That's a heat wave.
That's the one. I can't think of the name. It's a little. There's a city that people have heard of, and an extension. There's one road that goes to Lowell Point, and last week I was telling people it was covered by a landslide.
Oh, yes.
And you couldn't get there by car to that town, in or out of it.
There was no way in or out.
And then this landslide not only covered the road, but when it went into the water, I mean, it was solid. You could see the rock from the water right to the mountain. It was one solid piece of rock. Anyone traversing that, and I'm sure there's less than I think less than 100 people that live in Lowell Point. So it was just nobody on the road at that time.
But they have the equipment to move that because of the
Seward. It's one of those. I think it might
Was
be
it
Seward.
Seward? Yeah.
Seward. That's it's right near. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and tell all your friends how much fun you had today. Instead of going to work, instead of going to school, you tuned us in and just improved your life.
and come back and we'll do it all again next week, same time, same place.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Sayonara.